Alright, well, this right here is a project of mine that I'm going to start working on. Um, I got it kind of up and running, but I'm going to show everybody a little bit of a trick when it comes to breeding dinos. I'm not the best at this, so take that with what you will, but I think I've got a decent setup and project here. So, I've got a thing, as you can see in the top right corner of the screen, I have the stats for some Feroxes. This is our male. He's still growing up, but um, he's got, as you can see, the 62 melee stat. Um, this one's the next one on the list with the health stat. This one's got a... oh wait, is this one the next one? Yeah. This one's got the melee for 62 and stam for 62, and then this one's got the weight and melee. Make sure I've got all those correct. Yeah. So the thing I'm doing here is I'm trying to combine the stats of these dinos together. So as you can see, some of the stats will transfer over, and you'll try to pick the best or worst, depending on how things go, between the different parts of the dino. So our best bet is that we take the melee stat from this one and mix it with any other one over here. So hopefully we get this 60 hit points. And we have, or we, if this one goes melee with this one, the best thing we can hope is that it gets the weight stat, because it's definitely a better melee than on this 60. So this one's 62, and this one's, if it wants to refresh on me. Yep, and this one's 60 right here. So we can hope for different things. We definitely want all males out of all three of these, because these are females with these stats, and we want males to replace him. So we want to keep the females around and replace him, because the females have the stats that we want. And if we find a female with better stats overall, like if it gets the weight and the hit points on a female stat, we're okay, because we can breed it back into here and still have a better option. But what we want is males to go back into these ones afterwards. But I'm okay with either one, male and female. We'll probably replace these four and figure out what we're doing. Now, this is aside from mutations. We can make combinations of dinos with the breeding. So this one, as you can see right here, all the left numbers are the dino's actual stats. I haven't leveled any of these dinos up, so you can kind of just see what the raw values are at. This one, no imprinting, wild ancestors. Now you can see this yellow dot here next to the Ferox name thing. This is important when starting your first batch off. So when you come over to Genesis, you can farm up these objects from mutagel. You can farm up mutagel in space. If you take 800 of it, you can turn it into mutagen. You can do it over and over to make lots and lots of stuff. Now, this stuff, if you feed like, I think it's 51-ish to these Ferox, they'll gain a bonus to them. And as you can see, this in here will give them a bonus. Now, this bonus right here is a 5 level up to melee, health, stamina, and weight. So it gives it a 5 level up, which is a 20%, or not 20%, 20 actual levels into the dino. And this will count as a baseline for your dino. So if you say, oh, well, I got like a 57, because that's what this one started out with on melee. I was like, okay, I could take that up by 5. So now it's a 62, and I can start from there. It's essentially giving you 20 points of free mutations without giving you a mutation stat. So, but this guy here, as you can see, has a single random mutation from the maternal line from 2 Feroxes already. So this one's a Gen 2, and this one right here is a Gen 2 as well, and it's got a perennial parent for the mutation on the guy's side, which is I think it's a color mutation on this one, and so I don't really care about the mutations as much in here, because we can always cycle mutations out if we need to by breeding in a blank male or female into this again, and then just hoping for the right outcome of stats, which can be a problem. But overall, we're still gonna try for mutations. We're still gonna try for bigger stats. But I think the majority of the thing is we're just combining the stats right now before we actually go for like a guaranteed mutation line. So, with all that being said, let me know what you guys think about these dinos. Let me know if you find anything cool about your own dinos you're breeding. Let's have a discussion. I'm posting this over on the Elysium Exiles Discord. So have fun, guys. I'll post it up on my YouTube. And just remember, it doesn't matter what you really want to do with your dinos. As long as you've got, like, say, if you got a goal for it, that's great. If it does the job, that's great. If it's a Reaper and you just like the way they look, that's cool too. But you could breed for colors, you could breed for stats, you could just be interested in the breeding of other people's dinos and see how they turn out. So this is my project. I'll give an update on this in maybe a day or two, and we'll see how it goes on the pairs of stuff and have fun with there. So thanks for tuning in to my breeding thing, and I will hang out with you guys later.